Hi, I'm Dave. This is the Cyderbaby pod, and today I'm speaking to a ritual spirit. Hello, Dave and Martin.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Not so bad, not so bad. You're looking well, looking fairly tanned and sun-drenched and...
Just not that white as per usual, milky white, yeah. No, we've had some sunshine up here in Scotland for the last couple of days, so it's been nice. I've been cutting my grass and doing all the rock and roll stuff.
To be fair, my tan away from Spain. I've been on my holidays. That's no Scottish sun.
Okay. I was going to see you guys at Breaking Bands, but I couldn't get there. Introduce yourselves, a ritual spirit. Who are you? Where have you come from?
Dave or me?
Either.
Martin's really good at that kind of stuff, to be fair.
About passing the butt.
Well, so we are a ritual spirit from Scotland. I got asked to help out with the drums a couple of years ago, and then some, and I've just never left. So
yeah, we're a hard rock band slash alt rock band from the Edinburgh area. The band itself has been going in one form since around 2013. The current lineup's relatively new, and we've kind of got a new sound now. So we're kind of grungy, we're kind of alt-A, there's elements of metal. I think people can't really pigeonhole us, which I personally love, because we can't be defined, and nor should we be.
I was finding it difficult to actually pigeonhole you, so I was thinking, I'll let you guys do it.
We don't know either, so.
Didn't we come up with a phrase years ago? Wasn't it something like it was gruntle munge, which was like a mixture of metal and grunge? But there's so many different things thrown in there as well. I mean, there's hard rock, there's alt rock, there's bits. I mean, all they love's a melancholy guitar. So I mean, there's if you've heard Zion off the latest record, you see all these intro, very soft, very somber.
Yeah.
Before we decided to kick them and say this is a rock song. So in the current format now, I joined the band in 2016. There was a different lead guitarist there at the time, and Fuzz, our current lead guitarist, joined in 2019, bless him, just before the pandemic. But we did manage to get an EP out called The Antidote before everything kind of shut down. So the goal since getting back for the pandemic is to make ourselves bigger and better. And with the Release Elements 1, we've been getting around playing some festivals, and we've got a few things lined up for next year as well, which we're not allowed to speak about yet. The future certainly looks quite nice for Ritual Spirit. Yeah, I would say so.
Brilliant. Well, you touched on the EP. Let's just go back to that. That was a couple of years ago. I mean, you had, was it Sacrifice and Broken were tracks off of those, or?
Correct.
Yeah,
yeah.
So
Sacrifice and Broken Disappear were the two lead singles from it that we had videos for. And Broken Disappear was kind of cool because it was like a homemade video. It was actually made after lockdown, because I think Sacrifice came out as a single in the November or the December of 2019, and then 3 months later it was like boom, pandemic, no one's going anywhere. So Ollie is pretty good at putting stuff together. He made a kind of homemade video for Broken Disappear. Turned out very well. And since then, we just, the singles that have come out from Elements 1, we've released singles and pushed them and done really well with them, but we don't have a video for any of them. And might as well be honest about it. It's money. It's it costs to make a video, and we would love to release a video with every single, but in terms of the amount of cash that we have that we can spend, it has to go towards other things, unfortunately.
Yeah,
we've done the lyric video for Zion, but again that was Ollie doing his visual stuff, and I learned how to do the text, which was quite a nice experience. I'd like to do more, but it does take quite a long time to put it all together.
Yeah,
and I do computers for the day job stuff, and I'd rather not do any more when I finish at 5 o'clock. So
that's fair enough. So you touched on Zion. That's a single off the album, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
So tell me about the album.
Dave?
So always had a few ideas and songs for many years now that we've just never managed to actually get recorded and released. So it was good to get a few of them finally done. Zion was one of my favourite ones from his original demos. And this thing was quite cool because Martin can write songs as well, so he's brought a good couple of numbers to the table, and Young Fuzz as well. Again, he's been through university doing the music and come up with some cracking ideas and some stupid time signatures that I refuse to try and learn. So, no, that's not unfair.
Oh, I think it is kind of fair because Fuzz is great. Fuzz has been an amazing addition to the band.
Absolutely.
But he has this right proggy element to what he's trying to do all the time. And one of the songs on the record, Fever Dream, track 4 on the record, that's one of his that he wrote for it. But I think when he brought it into the studio, Dave, was it not about 9 minutes long? And we were like, nah,
can't do it. A, I'll fall asleep halfway through, and B, forget what I'm actually doing and which band I'm in at the time as well. So it has to be cut. There's a limit, So attention span.
As Dave said, the good thing about Elements, one is, other than the drummer, sorry, Dave, we've shared all the writing duties for it, which is it's nice to have that, not have all the pressure on one person. Say, like, it's about time we released a record, and then someone has to do everything themselves. Basically, it's a nice mix, and I think the influences come through. You can see who's into what based on, if I was to tell you who wrote which songs, you probably find different influences in them if you re-listen to them.
Yeah. So when did the album? Sorry, you carry on.
I was going to crack a silly wee joke there. Is that what was the last thing the drummer said before they kicked him at the band? It's like, guys, do you want to try one of my songs?
I can see where this is headed. So when did the album come out? Then actually come out? When did you release it?
So the album, so the album itself, we done it in 2 stages because in order to fund recording it, we had put out a pre-sale with lots of merch and some canvas paintings and the usual stuff that bands do. So everyone that had contributed to the pre-sale to help us record, we gave them physical copies of the album. It was like a physical album launch on the 18th of February, but it wasn't released digitally until the 13th of May. And part of the reason for that was we were building up singles from it to keep momentum going. The way that things are done these days, we stream in and, whoever it's with, Spotify or Deezer or whoever it is, you want your numbers to stay up. And the only way to do that really is to have something being released, regularly. So I think Zion came out in October as a single, digital. Underneath was December. And then Free the Fallen came out in Free the Fallen, when they came out in February, the day that we were given the physical copies of the album out. And then we had Fever Dream come out after that, I think in the April, before the album release in the May on all digital platforms. And then that gave people a chance to listen to the remaining 2 songs on the record, which were Slow the River and Rodent. So I know that was a bit complicated answer. It was a simple question, mate, but okay.
No. Saves me asking questions.
I was going to say, you're going to ask like 4 questions and have like so much information from those 4 questions.
That's the way I like it. It's great. Less editing and less brain matter.
Excellent.
Okay, so what's the plan? I mean, is it to quickly follow this up with touring or another album or more singles?
Bit of both. I mean, we've done a few gigs already and we've got some more in the pipeline. But yes, this was part 1 of a 2-part album. So there's going to be another album coming out, which we'll also have to continue writing and get recorded and stuff. No dates for that one yet. But yeah, we've started the writing process on that. So it's sounding good so far, I like. So I'm quite happy.
I think we're following it up kind of the best we can at the moment, being 4 guys that have full-time jobs as well. Since the release, we've done a few festivals. We've done Breaking Bands, and then there was the Forge Ahead Festival, which was under the management that we'd under, which is Forge Amp. So we done their festival the next day. And what else do we play? That's absolutely shocking that I can't remember. Red Crust Festival in Edinburgh.
Red Crust was
that was a great festival. That was a 3-day event in a big venue in Edinburgh, and so that's all been since album release. We have another couple of things coming up this year. we're actually away to Aberdeen on Sunday to do a charity event with a band called Deadfire, the guys that organise it. But there's around 20 bands playing, Dave.
Okay.
I think it's something like that. Yeah.
So
it's over 2 days. Yeah.
It's over 2 days, so we wait to play that. We've got Judgment Day Festival in Glasgow, which is it's just a small evening festival. I think there's 6 bands or something playing that. And then we've got the Moshville Times Winter Fest in December. Glasgow in December, it's freezing. But
anyway,
I've got to say that's going to be the best one because I do work for Moshville Radio as well. So
yes, yeah, you coming up for that?
I don't know. It's quite away for me. I mean, Scotland. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but we've just had
down in Devon
yesterday. Yeah, that's a hell of a trek. Yeah.
No. Yeah, well, I've been with the guys since day one. So yeah,
cool.
It's. I probably shouldn't say this, but we do have another festival in pipeline in Devon next year. So maybe if you do a good job in Glasgow, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So
it depends how long that you think it's going to take Moshville to pay us back for the drum skin that they smashed at one of their festivals.
That could be quite some time. I think you need to speak to either Mark Shirley or Ian Purdle about that.
It was Ian that sorted. Ian got me a bottle of whiskey, so I'm not going to complain at the moment.
Ian must have apologised to us about 1 million times. He keeps saying, "It's cool, man. It's just."
The thing is, it was partly my fault because it was a bass drum skin with a hole in it. It's always my fault. So everything's my fault. The exhaust in the van's my fault as well at the moment. But there was no strengthening piece to stop it. And the sound engineer put a mic in without a stand, and the cable just sat and rubbed all the way through the first couple of bands. And before you know it, went through scrum. And by the end of it, the whole thing had just torn up. So it's in my garage. So I kept it a souvenir.
Yeah, exactly. It's a piece of memorabilia now. So it's probably worth money on eBay. Obviously.
Well, you never know. So I have heard about other bands selling their old display heads for quite a few quid for charity. So maybe in a couple of years' time we'll throw that one in there when we're massive, rich and famous, and everyone wants us.
Okie dokes. Thank you for your time. We'll wrap that up now. Before I drop myself in it too much more now with Moshville. Thank you for your time. Hopefully, I shall see you myself in December. Was it December the 10th?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I should know. I should know, but yeah, Mark's on holiday.
I've got it on screen right here in front of me just to remind myself, because I won't remember.
And if you go to the Moshville Radio, Moshville Times site, I'm sure you'll get a ticket link somewhere.
Yeah,
who knows?
Exactly. Yes. That's it. Absolutely. So,
but cool, guys. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you.
We'll see each other again.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
Take care.
Bye. Cool.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.